on, guys? Happy 3-String Thursday. I'm Mike Snowden. I'm down here in my shop in Marietta, Georgia. SnowdenGuitars.com is where you can find me online and all my Cigar Box guitar stuff. Yeah, man, I'm working on a new batch of guitars now. Hope to have them ready. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks they'll be ready on the website there. You can check them out. It's a rainy day in Atlanta, Georgia, so I'm down here in the shop, and I'm glad it's Thursday, 3-String Thursday. We've almost made it through another week. Yeah, man, so I get a lot of questions about tone. Hey, Mike, how do you get a cool blues tone? How do you know? And tone's such an interesting thing, man. It's something you always chase. It's something you're always looking to get that sound. What is that sound? So I don't know what it is. It's magic, man, But a lot of it, I think, most of your tone comes from your hands. I think about my buddy Scott, man. He will plug in a guitar. I don't care if he's plugging in a 6-wire guitar or a cigar box guitar through whatever amp, a big amp, a little tiny amp, and it just sounds like Scott. It amazes me every time whenever I hear him play, it's Scott. I just know that sound. And you can think about that with think about Slash or Stevie Ray Vaughan or Eddie Van Halen or Eric Clapton, any of those guys. It's them. And I'm sure they're not playing the exact same amp. They don't have the same producer recording their records, or you hear them live, they're playing different guitar. It's just them. It's their sound. So I think most of it really comes from your hands, personally. But that's just me. But having said that, I think about how I set my amps up. And I don't care what amp I grab, if it's a little $100 amp or a $500 amp, I set them up the same way, and I've realized that, and I just want to share it with you guys how I set my amps up whenever I play. And the first thing I do, I turn the bass all the way up. I look for the bass. Where's the bass? Crank it to 10. And then the next thing I do, I find the treble, turn it all the way off. If it's not all the way off, it's on 1 or 2. Bass all the way up, tone, the treble, high end, all the way down, or almost all the way down. And from then, it's just your gain. How much crunch do you want? How crunchy do you want your amp to be? So with a tube amp, pretty simple. I like a little reverb, bass all the way up, treble down. I'll drive the amp a little with the gain. And these modeling amps are really cool. I have a little Fender Champion here and a Line 6. Because a lot of times I'll have presets in them. But you can go in and you can adjust your treble and your bass. So same thing with these. I kick bass all the way up, treble mostly all the way down, not all the way down, and I'll find a cool tone in those. So yeah, man. So all I have right now, I have a chord and a 3-string cigar box guitar with a single coil pickup. So let's check out the Blues Junior. This is a Fender Blues Junior. It's the NOS Tweed model. Love this amp. But I got the bass on 10. I got the mid on like 2.5. I got the treble on 3. And I'll give it I'll crank up the volume, but the master volume I'll turn down a little bit. The main volume gives you that crunch. The master is just how loud it's going to be, how loud you're going to hear it. And I'll give it a little reverb. So let's see what the Fender Blues Junior sounds like set up like that. So yeah, there you go. If you want to clean it up, I'll turn the main volume down and turn the master up some. So let's see what that sounds like, just cleaned up. So yeah, there's a cool clean tone right there. So, and there's a million little, variances in between that you can get just by tweaking the knobs. So, yeah, man, let's check out the little Champion amp. What's great about the modeling amps is same thing. I'll do bass all the way up, and I'll turn my treble way down, and then you can just find a voice. I have some other videos about this little amp, but just for real quick. There's a nice crunchy tone. You can change the voice to clean. So there you go. There's the Fender Champion amp there. Cool little amp. And I love this little Line 6 amp, man. It's really small. You can put some batteries in it, take it with you. Nice little crunchy tone there. And then again, I got my bass cranked all the way up. My treble down. It's got a clean tone on it. So yeah, it really doesn't matter what amp you have. Whether it's a little one or a big one, I always set them up the same way. Crank the bass up, treble down, find out how much gain I want out of it, and man, you're good to go. From there, you can get pedals. There's so many pedals you can get. Delay pedals, wah-wah pedals, reverb. That's a whole nother world. Maybe we'll save that for another video. But hey, that's the basic. That's how I get my tone on an amp. And man, hope that helps you guys out there. Happy 3-string Thursday. We'll see you guys next week. Let's jam out with a little crunchy tone on the Line 6.